Welcome to Drawing a Blank Studio. It's not that we have no thoughts, we're just collecting inspiration.
I am Denise, your host for today's segment of What Will Denise Do? And I am your co-host Denise. Today we have a quick report about her past, present, and future as an artist and as a future professional. At her ripe young age of 22, she has amassed art awards, film awards, and a lot of things that she's working towards. There's obviously a lot of things to cover, so let's start with the history. Reporting from the floor, Denise.
Thanks, Denise. I am Denise, reporting to you live from the floor. Denise has been interested in art since she was 4. She would doodle on any piece of paper and excitedly open any art kit that went her way. Moreover, her works then and now are influenced by her Chinoy descent. More specifically, her habit in hoarding things. As you can see in samples of her work, digitally added in video editing, she has a big interest in collecting many things and reusing them to make pieces of art. In her short film Tanggal, she explored the nuances of being a woman and the discourse around unwanted pregnancies in the Philippines. She made use of existing materials such as dolls, plastic, wires, and created these characters that we are graced with on screen. This film was a response to the increasing number of unwanted pregnancies during the pandemic and the violent experience that women have to go through to avoid pregnancy.
In her mixed media painting of the humanized version of the blue caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland, she explored the gentler side of men, a big jump from her usual illustrations of women. We were told that this painting was meant to be a confrontation to beauty, to masculinity, and to the wild. To her, men should be allowed to describe themselves as beautiful, to feel beautiful, and there's always room for men and for any person for that matter to feel beautiful and that they can bloom to be a good person. Most recently, Denise attempted to tackle the question of making art in our current time and her own context. Basahan or Basahan was aimed to question the privilege of making art because with this piece, it was a tightrope balance between making it because you can and because you have the privilege to, and also taking a skill that has been used by impoverished people to create art. It was a very nuanced discussion while you go through it because while it's very simple to make one, it's a hard work that is not often acknowledged by people because it's something that we see every day, not really seen as art. It highlights that all types of art should be taken seriously, even if it is as simple as a basahan that we see in our homes every day. Art, when done with a greater purpose, or for profit, or woven for personal use, should then be taken seriously. As an idea artist, Denise takes up many medias and forms, though we don't have enough time to explore the whole history and all of the art pieces that she's already made. We don't doubt that she will still make art that will continue to pursue questions and to add value to the world, especially in her fields of advocacies, gender equality, education, and Chinoy culture. Amazing. Her past works of art have obviously shaped how she is as an artist. Her creativity flows with the limitations and the materials she gets to work with and all the knowledge that she has stored within the years that she has been working as an art student through a bit of research and clear understanding of the themes. She obviously gets the job done with flourishes of her own and a significant impact of how she will make art in the future. That is true. art making is influenced by the things that happen around the person. And for Denise, it was a lot about Shinoy culture, content creation, movies, interior design, graphic design, illustration. And all of these types of art really show her ideals and beliefs as an artist and how she makes her art until the present. Let's tune in Denise to see what she's been up to these days. Denise?
Thanks, Denise. I'm Denise reporting to her live from her video editing program. As you can see behind me, she surely has taken up a lot of roles throughout her years, from producing films to taking up leadership roles, and of course to publication of her own art. First a delegate, then a facilitator for leadership projects in her different organizations, then a producer, and a crew member for different short films that have garnered a few awards. This picture being a proof of that. And recently, Denise is wrapping up her work as a project head for Isa Pelicula, a film competition dedicated to young filmmakers within Loyola Film Circle. Beyond her work in organizations, she is currently wrapping up her thesis project Interiors, which is an Instagram profile dedicated to Chinoy stories within Chinoy homes.
That is so enlightening, Denise. Now that she's wrapping up her senior year, should we expect anything new from her?
For sure, she still has a lot of things planned out for us. After a short break, I'm sure she'll surprise us with all the things that she's been hinting at. Wait, I'm getting news. Clear indication of what she's been hinting at. A food business with friends. A little out of her usual experience, but a surprise nonetheless. A YouTube channel, I guess, to store her artworks and her vlogs, including this possibly. Video editing services. That would be convenient, especially for people who have no time to commit to the editing process, considering all the tedious stuff that goes into working as a video editor. An exhibition of her work, a clear step towards the fine arts industry, continued upkeep of her thesis project Interiors, and for further expansions, whatever that will be. And finally, yes, huh? Higher education. It just shows her lifelong dedication to being a student and of knowledge has not stopped in her undergraduate studies.
It's very daunting to see how many things she has planned. And if the 22 years has taught her anything, it's that there is a time and place to do everything that you want. Despite privileges, art is necessary for life, and it's a right for anyone to be able to do it because art is life-giving, art is informational, art is a show of what life needs. Moreover, through the many interactions that she's had with professionals and beginners such as yourself, the beauty of growing as an artist and as a professional surely shows. There will always be an awkward phase in every art project from the start and at the end. There is something that you will have to refine as you go through it. A very blocky painting will emerge detailed. A very long video will be cut, color graded, and added music. A case of imposter syndrome will be addressed by reflection and dealt with proper and adequate work. The cup may feel empty after projects, but that is just extra space to fill in with new projects and new undertakings that will excite an artist or a normal person. Big words, big plans, and big projects up ahead. That is all the time that we have for today's segment of What Will Denise Do? Tune in next time as she attempts to tackle all of her backlogs and projects that she's been hinting at. For the last time, I am Denise, your host for today's report. And I am Denise, your other host. Remember, it's not that we have no thoughts, we're just collecting inspiration. Goodbye!
Bye bye!